Seconds, number 2 podcast for Nex Gen Investors. Today I have with me pretty boy Beau and Ammo, ESGN.
Yo.
Hey, what's up?
And today we're talking about the retail trade, possible reopening trade. Starting with you, Beau, because we talked about this in the Discord, and if you guys want to join us for our live trading sessions where we talk about our ideas and what we go over and buy from the day to day, you can join us at nexgensinvestors.com. But Beau, you said earlier today that you were in Kroger. What's that position about?
Yeah, so I actually, Rick actually put me onto this originally, but then through the grapevine, I actually heard from people that either are or have worked for Kroger in the past that they have been working on something in the past few months, which happens to be automated home delivery. They have been working on the full service from warehouse to the doorstep, where the warehouses are all automated, sort of like, I don't know if you've ever seen the videos of Amazon warehouses, where they have the robots that will go and sort different packages and find different things. They are trying to build the same thing, but with the groceries. They already offer a home delivery service, sort of, but it costs $10 per delivery, and they're really going to be trying to take that cost down and do the whole thing themselves. Because right now, that's a whole other industry, the grocery delivery market, and they're trying to combine it all into one so that they are doing it all.
And then they'll have Instacart too, right?
Yep.
See, okay, so that's really interesting. I had no clue that Kroger was trying to do that, because I know Amazon, they have their delivery service for items and things that you can buy, but the grocery thing, it's not quite there. Like, you can buy some groceries from Amazon, but it's not like, you're getting next day delivery on a full meal or something like that. It's kind of it's not exactly there yet. And
they already they offer 1 hour deliveries.
Oh, right. And
so they're going to be trying to take that down even more. So Kroger has earnings on Thursday, which is the 4th. And that's when we are expecting them to come out with this big announcement, because usually earnings is when companies will take the opportunity to make big announcements like that. Yeah. So that is what I personally am looking at on Thursday for Kroger. I have the April $43 calls myself.
Okay, cool. And then, because do you know anything about the Walmart Plus, right? Is that going to be like similar and like what they're trying to do, like they do a subscription service in order to get this delivery, or is it just like Kroger is just offering like, you order from our website, we're going to get this delivered to you?
So I think that's the thing. That's still unsaid. That's still up in the air. We aren't really sure, since this still hasn't been officially announced yet. It's still been rumors through the grapevine, so to speak.
I see.
But so that's what I'm looking for on Thursday, to hear more details, hopefully, about this that they're working on.
Buy the rumor, sell the news.
That's the mantra.
Same thing that goes for that VVNT Snoop Dogg commercial. Where's my Vivint Smart Home commercial, Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, exactly. Where's that? So,
I'm still buying the rumor.
Still buying the rumor.
I'm still buying the rumor.
RIP Super Bowl weekend.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's 2 Super Bowls that I've been disappointed in. Like, because before we were supposed to have SpongeBob, featuring his song in the halftime show, and that didn't happen. We got Maroon 5 singing "She Will Be Loved," and I was like, that kills the whole mood for football. And then this year we don't even get the Snoop Dogg commercial.
What happened to my Snoop Dogg commercial?
Come on, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge football guy, but I sat through every single minute of that game, searching for the Vivint commercial.
I'm like, I can't wait what this is gonna be. Yeah. So he wasn't cool enough for the Super Bowl or whatever it was, or they couldn't afford the money. It got too. I don't know how the logistics of all that works.
No, that's whack. That's whack. So, Ammo.
Yo.
Pickle Rick.
Yo, I'm Pickle Rick.
So we were talking earlier about Target. I know you've been in that trade before, and then
yes,
I kind of see how it reflects a little bit of Walmart. Like we saw it today, it came up on earnings, and then it just dropped immediately after the after-hour session, kind of along with everything else. But then today, it started to run up again. Like people wanted to trade, like, oh, we want to buy Target. I mean, I don't know if that was an instance of like late news, but it seems to me that with these retailers is like,
they're scared. They get scared and they won't hold. They see a dip, then they see possible continuation. Yeah. And they just panic, and never panic sell, because right now I'm getting a positive signal from my Target chart. I just pulled it up, and I think below the volume weighted average price right now is a good deal. For where it's at, the earnings, it sucks. So these companies get good earnings and they tank. They get bad earnings and they go through the roof.
Doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense.
And let me throw this out to you guys, because my theory
defies physics
is that it's just because expectation. Like,
correct.
If you set the bar really low, but then they do something, relatively well, like, oh, yeah, we made sales, but we weren't expected to do anything. Kind of like how Netflix last year was like, yeah, we had good earnings, but we're probably going to have less subscribers going forward. And then they did have less earnings going forward, but they had more subscribers, and then it just went through the roof. And so now we see
earnings really is all about expectation. It really the numbers almost mean nothing, because if the company is expected to have killer earnings, right? So all the investors think it's the EPS is going to be let's just say like 0.5 or something, but then earnings comes out and it's only 0.48. Well, that's pandemonium. That thing's gonna sell.
Dude, it's still got a buy target of 260. Get the hell out of here.
So that's why we're basically saying that with earnings, they can go against what your initial logical thinking might be. Yeah. Good earnings should mean good results, but we're saying that that's really not always the case, because earnings is more so based around the expectation of the investors and traders. Yeah. And so that is what you want to play around. You want to have a good idea of what investors are expecting from this company heading into earnings. So for example, with Kroger, a lot of investors and traders are expecting for this big announcement of home deliveries to come out. Yep. And so if this news does not come out, Kroger could definitely see some downside on Friday.
And it also kind of reminds me of that Walmart Plus, going back to that, where like we thought that Walmart Plus, and this wasn't even like a rumor. They announced it, like, yeah, we're gonna have Walmart Plus here within the next couple months here. We're about to announce it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna have it ready. And it was kind of like it was kind of like Congress saying they're gonna get the stimulus package next week. We're gonna have it ready. We're just working out the final details. We're gonna do it, and then it just crickets.
Yep.
The whole time. And it's like Walmart just sells off, and we're just like, well, what is the expectation that we're supposed to have now for these? And another thing is that I'm wondering is like, is this really as good as it gets? And that's the biggest question, because we have companies like FedEx firing on all cylinders, doing well because they profit from this pandemic. And Target did too. Surprisingly, I don't know why everyone would want to go to a more expensive Walmart for their groceries, because we're in a pandemic. But maybe it's just because it was cleaner. Don't add us, Walmart. But it was.
As Simon Whistler likes to say, allegedly.
Is this as good as it gets for these retail trades? Because I mean, they're doing well during the pandemic, but like when we take that away from it, are these companies gonna just be less profitable in the future?
If they adapt they'll do fine. But the brick and mortars that aren't adapting, they're going to be left in the dust. I mean, Target's doing okay. Brick and mortar, groceries, I'm very bullish on Kroger. You have the 43s. I have the 42s through the 45s. I'm all over the place. But I've spaced them in there how I saw fit, and I've got my expirations scattered. I added some leaps. I'm really bullish on Kroger's. And I'm from New Jersey, and when I lived in West Virginia, when I went to college at WVU, Kroger's was my favorite grocery store. Oh, really? I loved that. I loved Kroger. It was my favorite. And then my wife works at Publix, or used to work at Publix, at the Greenwise. She was a cake decorator. And I used to always compare like Kroger to Publix, and that was like the nice grocery store when I lived in Florida.
Love Publix.
Publix is fire too, but they're OTC.
Kroger is my local grocer, so that I'm always in Kroger. It's nice.
Oh yeah, I used to love Kroger.
You know, one time I actually, that's important for it because I like to invest in what I love too, because things that you might use, like Disney, for example, Netflix. I mean, if you're going to use services like this, why not invest in these companies if you see them going forward in the future? But Kroger really caught me off surprise with how nice it is. Like, there wasn't many Krogers around me until one time, back in my hometown, near it they built a super Kroger, and so I go into this Kroger.
Them super Krogers are nice, aren't they?
What kind of a grocery store am I in right now? Like, it felt like it was like the nicest Walmart I've ever been into. Like, because they had like the blue theme and everything. That's why I say Walmart. But like, it was just clean. Like, they had like an entire section there. Like, there was an end grocery store bar with tables and like a whole stage that I'm like, what? With a bar, sports bar? I was like, what? How is there a sports bar in the middle of a grocery store? And then they got like a pizza section and a food court. And this is a Kroger. And I was like...
Yeah, I've never seen a pizza section in a Kroger. Like, that's something else.
They had like... I'm talking like cheese wheels, like big ass cheese wheels, like a whole section for just cheese.
That sounds like some place in New Hampshire we went to.
Like, wow, this is like I never seen Kroger so close either. I was like, what? It's like, what kind of a store? I just walked into a whole new world. So, Kroger's actually nice. Kroger is nice, and if they can adapt and build with the time, because I know brick and mortar is struggling right now, but I mean, like we said on the previous podcast, without a COVID 0.20, we're kind of adapting to it. Like, I feel like as a whole, like humans, not just the companies, like I feel like we're adapting better to the situation. Before we were just all scared, like didn't know what was going on, but now like masks are becoming like a common thing. Just common courtesy. Keep your hands clean and stuff like that. Things that people should have already done in the first place, really. Keeping clean. But I think we're adapting. Like, the whole kind of mood towards COVID is pretty much changing across the board. Like, we're all very, very feeling hopeful that we're just going to come up the other side of this, because I mean, people are just saying like, yeah, after April, like they're just feeling like, yeah, we're pretty much done with it. We're gonna have vaccines coming out. We're gonna be looking good by the summer, and I feel like that's the sentiment that people have. But I'll hold off on investing in airlines and everything until actually happen. Because
yeah, don't lose 140K on American Airlines like me. Yeah.
Quiet.
You hear my son telling me to be quiet. It's the biggest loss of my life.
I'm right here if you need something.
See, he knows what's up. Like,
yep.
We don't talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, these travel stocks, investing in them now and just being like,
Money better go burr.
You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here first.
Burr.
picture goes burr.
Hey, you gotta give him a feed on the podcast, man.
Yeah,
Oh man, he's gonna have his own-
Bring him over. Get him to do one burr in the mic.
Come here, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's watching his show right now. He can't hear me.
Ah, okay.
He's just talking to himself.
Maybe you guys will get it next time.
Yeah, money printer go big burr.
But with these retailers, people are investing in these airlines and everything, like saying like,
Money better go big burr.
All right, Jay. Shush.
it's a big old discount. People are acting like, oh yeah, get American Airlines. Look, they're down from the highs. They're going straight back to 40. Well, it's like, well, they're still losing money like every single day, and it's like every report we get from them is they're saying, yeah, we hope that we won't be losing millions of dollars every day, and that's our goal. And it's like, if your goal moving forward is to lose
the least amount of money instead of making money.
Yeah.
I think that's the definition of a business. Something that makes a profit, is it not?
Exactly. That's in the definition. So it's like, you're investing in things. You're saying that COVID is over this year and we're gonna have no more problems going forward. That's what you're really saying. If you're saying that these are at a discount, because these companies, they're half right now, but like they're still losing money. Like, they're not making anything. These cruise lines haven't done cruises. They still holding off cruises throughout the year. So it's like, when exactly we're supposed to?
They're selling tickets. They're trying to.
They're trying. I don't think I'm gonna be on a cruise for. I don't think I would take a cruise for a while. Until we get through this, because
think about being stuck on that boat for like 2 months.
It's like, I could not imagine. Like,
I'd rather stay home.
Yeah,
I'm good on a cruise.
Being stuck on the boat because there's some kind of new strain or something gets found, and then like we gotta keep everything on lockdown, and the next thing you know, you're quarantined on a boat for a month. Like, I don't know if I could handle that. It's like, at least give me some free food or something every day. But
there are a lot of people out there that don't think that way. They think that we've been past the virus since last month. You know what I mean? They're ready to, like, for everyone else to catch up with them.
Yeah.
And so those are the types of people that we're going to be seeing buy, cruise line tickets, buy airline tickets, and start to use these again quicker than maybe the general mass would.
I'm going to be buying cruise line tickets.
Oh, really?
I'm going to get that. Oh, hell yeah.
At a discount.
At a discount,
get them
for sure.
For the future, yeah.
Yep, for the future. I'm going to get me a Disney cruise. Because I used to live not that far from Orlando, so we used to have the Disney passes and take my son to Disney like 2-3 times a year.
Nice.
So he was spoiled growing up. Spoiled rotten. I remember I went to Disney, I think, once or twice growing up, because I'm from Jersey, and we would drive 23 hours, to Florida, and, stay in Kissimmee or wherever, and, and then we'd go to Disney. But that kid's spoiled rotten. He doesn't know how lucky he's got it. And I'm gonna do the Disney one more time with him. And I figured cruise line this time might as well. That way, mom and dad can do her own thing, and then he gets to go to see a Mickey Mouse show, a magic show at night, like I used to do, and then, go to the captain's chair and get a picture, steering the ship or whatever.
Yeah, that might be nice and all. So I mean, that just goes to show you that not everyone's afraid to take a cruise.
No,
or get on a plane, for that matter. I mean, a lot of people are afraid, but I mean, the sentiment's turning quickly, almost as quickly as like it started. Almost seems like.
Agreed. I agree. It's going very quick.
And now ever sudden, like, we're just tired. I guess tired of the pandemic.
100%.
Does it really?
I'm tired of it.
I don't know, but on the investing standpoint, I mean, these hospitality trades are coming back up in the meantime, and maybe this is just a short rotation that we've seen before, where these big tech companies, they lag behind, and then we reverse right back, pushing the NASDAQ 100 back up to all-time highs. Hopefully we see that here. I mean, we've seen Apple really turned around in the past couple days here. It was just like a dime, almost pushing 130, and that's a lot. I'm surprised at how much we came back up from the bounce, but I don't know. We'll see how the rest of the week plays out, and if this trade continues with everything with the bonds, and see if that turns into anything.
Oh yeah, I'm watching Tesla still for the rest of the day. Hopefully it gets a nice little volume pop back over to 715 today.
Yep.
715, 718. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. So any predictions for how we're going to end the day out before we go?
389, 390, 391 would be nice on SPY.
Yeah, we could like see the same thing where we had previous week. We kind of sold off all day, and then we just turn around, and then by the end of the day we just gap up to the end. So we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, I'm not.
Tesla.
Yeah,
I think we could definitely test 390 again. If we could hold above there, hold above where we opened it, that would be nice. And I've been expecting us to just go sideways all day today. And so if we could hold that sideways movement and not close too far downwards, that would be good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. If we can close green, above the 391, I think we could. If not, I think we might sell off a little bit tomorrow, or maybe just trade sideways. I don't know. Maybe we're waiting on this COVID package because Congress says they're going to pass it this weekend. So maybe the market's trying to kind of chill down, waiting to see what's going to happen. Maybe that's going to.
Yeah, like you're saying this morning, like that whole transfer of money from one to the next. That's what I've been doing all morning. I've been moving things around. Yeah. What I think is about to run next, and I think marijuana might get another pop. But I'm optimistic, and I'm also very scared that my clever leaves are not going to go back to 20 anytime soon. But I could be wrong.
Well, hopefully you are wrong on that and you print money. But so we're running out of time here. So thank you for everyone joining the podcast and listening to us today. Thank you, Pretty Boy Beau, Ammo, and Ian. Thank you guys for joining me today. This is the podcast that we're going to bring to you on the weekly, the daily. We're going to be talking about current market conditions, our trades, and things that we're looking at, kind of bounce ideas off of each other to, see what we should invest in for the future. And then if you want to catch our alerts, get more in-depth analysis from us and our trades, you can join us at nextgeninvestors.com and join the Discord.
Guys, we'll see you guys there.
Yeah, man. One day at a time. Let's all drive Lambos.
No one went broke taking profits.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Sure. All right, guys. I'll have a good rest of your trading day, and good luck.
Take care.
See you guys later.
Peace.